felt compelled to make an update to my 2020 original Galaxy Buds review because I feel that enough has changed recently. So Samsung released an update a few days ago, at least to my Galaxy Buds, and the first part that I thought was significant was that ambient mode is now improved. So now you can use it even when you just have a single button, which wasn't an option before, and also you can just leave it on as a default. So now I'm much more likely to actually use this, because before I couldn't really bother to turn it on by going into the app every single time I connected them. And I didn't want to set my long press mode to the ambient mode either, because I thought volume control was much more useful for that. The second significant part of this update was that Samsung brought its Spotify partnership into the technology of the original Galaxy Buds as well. So what you can do is you can set your long press to activate a Spotify playlist. This was announced for the Galaxy Buds Plus when it was released a while ago. On top of that, Samsung also partnered with Melon, Genie, and Flow, which you may not know, but in South Korea, those are three of the biggest music streaming platforms. So this update also brought with it Microsoft Swift Pair, which, as the name suggests, allows you to connect your Galaxy Buds to Windows computers more conveniently and quickly. So even though I don't use Spotify or Windows, I think this is a really significant update, because in a world where Apple is consolidating its software around AirPods and Google is also consolidating its around its new Pixel Buds, I think Samsung has to take these kinds of steps to stay relevant and keep their Galaxy Buds relevant, and I think they know that. So for some miscellaneous updates, I just can't find myself using my Galaxy Buds with my MacBook Air anymore. It's an older model, and I don't know if that's why it doesn't work very well, but it'll just drop out on calls extremely frequently, or just slow down my computer to the point where YouTube video playback doesn't work. So if you have a computer like mine, I don't recommend you use these two together. It's funny that this kind of thing happens, because you buy a product to be more futuristic or free, but you end up relying sometimes more on the past. So I've had to borrow a pair of wired earpods from my mom, just to use with my computer. So that's pretty much it. Overall, I'm just glad Samsung is still bringing meaningful updates to its original Galaxy Buds, and I think this makes the originals an even more compelling purchase in 2020. Oh yeah, the Red Galaxy Buds Plus are a thing too now, so if that's down your alley, it's another thing to consider. Also, Samsung, the Star Wars Galaxy Buds collab thing was cool, but I think a Black Panther 2 collab with the next gen would be even cooler. Are you listening?